you clicked on this video because you know what game I'm going to be talking about. Forsaken. It's a game that I have 2 days and 10 hours on, and it's a game I have been playing for the last few weeks. And I need to give my review on it, because it is a good game, but there are some flaws, but there are also some really good stuff. Forsaken in general is a really good overall game that should continue to keep making progress because of the great characters, the great killers, and hoping to see the better killers coming out in the future. Not saying that the killers now are good. I main Cool Kid, he's like level 65 or something. And I have like a lot of expensive skins for the killers. I like the killers, but there's like Noli coming out and like other stuff that's like looks really cool. So I'm gonna give my my review of what's going on right now. Forsaken characters, at least the cast of characters we have now, are a good set. Some are sentinels, which are characters that can fight against the killer and help their team. Some are support, which can heal and buff their teammates. And then there's also like support sentinels that can like help the team and also fight back against the killer. Which is like, we only have like two of those. Yeah, two of those. And then we have survivalists, which we don't really have any, like, mix of survivalists and someone else, unless I'm missing somebody. But the cast of characters right now are really good. The only thing is, the difficulties are very off. For example, 2-time, 1 star, he has 1 star, but the thing is, he has 120 HP in total. He might not have any abilities, but dude, he's good. I've seen people use him, and like the reason I don't leave 2 times for Last Man Standing, if they're already on their second life, so like if they lose their 80 HP and go to their second life and get away, and then on Last Man Standing they have 110 HP, like that's like 200 HP in total that I had to deplete, like 190 that I had to deplete from this 2-time. It is not accurate. And for example, like someone like Dusakar, which is 5 stars, that is wrong. He is not a 5-star character. Okay, if Dusakar ever gets tracked down, he's dead. He can't help himself. All he can do is run away. And the only thing that is really a buff with his character is that he can slow the killer if he's far away. Because if you're up close to the killer and you try using the whatchamacallit, this plasma beam, and it's killer's right over your face. He's gonna hit you, and not just that, he's gonna avoid the plasma beam. It doesn't work. It's not gonna work for you. He's only good when he's far away, and if like the killer's ever near somebody. And the thing is, like, I've seen this happen, and I do this too. Like whenever I'm playing killer, I do this too. If there's ever a Dusakar and they spawn protect somebody, the killer will just change their direction straight to the Dusakar, and the Dusakar will be cooked in the next 5 seconds because he only has 90 HP. So the characters are good, but the stats are wrong. They're really wrong. And like, okay, people like Noob. That's the starter character. Everybody knows Noob. He's a 3-star character. He's more like a 5-star in Last Man Standing. Because, okay, imagine you're a new player. right? You're a new player. You just started playing the game. Noob is your starter character. So you see the ability. You see the ability Bloxicola, and you check out his stats, and like you check out his stats, and all of a sudden it just says it will speed you up and stuff, Bloxicola. But then you're in the game, you drink the Bloxicola. If you didn't even check the stats, if you didn't check the stats, you don't know what it does, and you get slowed. So if the killer's chasing you, and you try drinking a Bloxicola, you're dead. And then the next round, you try Slate Skin, and it's cool. It has a very short windup. It gets you invincible for a few seconds, but it's really bad because if you're a noob, then you'll just think, oh wow, I'm invincible, and then you'll get mauled to death the second you become uninvincible, because all that Slate Skin does, unless you know how to use it correctly, is let the killer get his stamina back, considering that the killer has more stamina than you. More stamina, 110, and the killers have 100. And then Ghost Burger. It looks like when you eat it for the first time, imagine you're getting away from the killer, and you eat Ghost Burger as a noob. You don't know what it does. And it says you're invisible. So you just stand around, try to run away from the killer. The killer still sees you, and you die. Like, what are you supposed to do there? So, yeah, it's not very user-friendly. And then everybody usually always gets Elliot as their first character. And then they don't know how he works. Like, they try the pizza, and then like, once they tried the pizza, all of a sudden it gets thrown, and they're like, what? They don't know, because they never check the stats. It is not a user-friendly game. And I'm not saying it's bad. It is a good game. But Chance, for example, he is the most expensive survivor in the game. And he is very bad when you don't know when to use him. So, like, the thing with Chance is it's all up to chance. So if you're a noob that doesn't know anything, like if you're new to Chance, you like, what do you think reroll does? You figure out it rerolls your health. What if it rerolls your health badly? And then you don't know that flipping the coin gives you weakness. So you get one-shotted. Imagine you have 50 HP, and you're just like, this is the worst character. The thing is, it's not the worst character. He's a good character. He's the most expensive for a reason. And 007, same thing. It gets invincibility. And invisibility. And you can trick out the killer. The people they have right now are very good. The roster's great if you know how to use it. But the thing is with Cool GY, it says you can teleport. And then it takes up like 10 seconds to teleport. So just make sure you know what the character does before you play it. Or that will happen. Overall, the characters are like really, really good. And there's more in the future coming. Like Taff just got added, and Taff is a a support sentinel, because he can fight against the killer, and he can help the other survivors, by showing where the killer is. So it's a really good character to use, but it's really hard to understand. A lot of the characters are hard to master, and that's why milestones exist. Yeah. Now we're moving on to killers. Now, unlike the survivors, the killers are actually pretty user-friendly. Jason is the first person you come across. Not come across, but he's your first killer if you play the game. He's free, and he's a good character. He's user-friendly. So the thing is, everyone complains that Jason should have more, since it's like for new players. it should have more ranged moves. But no, that's not what a new player needs. What a new player needs is a feel of how the killers work and how to melee and stuff. And overall, Jason has a great melee moveset. And he has like a good passive, because his terror radius is smaller compared to other killers. I don't really know what that means, but it's basically his attacks are good too, because he does 20 damage, and he applies a bleeding effect, and the bleeding effect is actually really good because it makes 2 health go down every second. You get this for 5 seconds, so like it's really good. So it does like 30 damage in total. If just for a slash. Now, Jason actually has 2 finishers. He just has the normal slash finisher, and he has a behead, which does a lot of damage. And like behead is really good because it has an 18.5 second cooldown. It does 20 damage. But the thing is, if you're enraged, which you get by using Raging Pace, if you're enraged and land that, it does 35 damage. It's good. And if you land it on enraged, it's only 12 seconds. So it's really good. It's really good. And then Gashing Wound does 50 damage. And if Jason has Raging Pace, it makes him it makes it do 70 damage. 70, and that's the starter character. That is the most damage a killer can do with one attack. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the most damage any killer can do with one attack. 70 damage. 70 damage, one move. So he's a lot more user-friendly. And not just that, like, I don't see a lot of noobs, like, noob mains. I see a lot of Jason mains. A lot. Like, I see more Jason mains than I see Cool Kid mains. If I'm being honest. Anyway, speaking of Cool Kid, he's my main, he's my favorite character. He's a really good character. Like, really good. He applies burning, which burns the person that he hits. He does 26 damage just for one hit, 25 for walk speed overdrive, which makes you really fast. Okay, let me slow down. Cool Kid is a really good character. He's a 3-star character, and he should be more because he's way better than a 3-star character. He's $900, and he's probably everybody's, like, he's probably a lot of people's first killer that they bought. Because the least expensive killer in the game, even though it's more expensive than Chance, which is the most expensive killer survivor in the game. He in general, his walk speed is really bad. It's only a 7.5, and his sprint speed is a 28. 28 is really good. He has 110 stamina, and he has a really good theme. A really good theme, and he has a special Last Man Standing theme, which I'll get to Last Man Standing later. And Corrupt Nature is the first ranged move, which does 15 damage and inflicts slowness if it's hit. It's a cooldown of 12 seconds, and it slows the person who gets hit by it, so it's easier to hit it. And the thing is with Cool Kid is that he has a burning ability, which if he hits walk speed overdrive, makes him really fast. Okay, so what walk speed overdrive does, it makes you go in a straight line, and if you hit somebody, it does 25 HP and it puts burning. Cool Kid is really good because it does 25 damage, and it applies burning 1. So it does a total of 40 damage. Even though it only says 25, it does a total of 40 damage because it does 50 damage over time. And then Pizza Delivery. This is really good because it spawns in minions and they go towards the nearest player. So they always are chasing a player if they're alive. And if they catch a player, they will set them on fire and damage them. It's really good. And it does 15 damage. And it inflicts slowness 3. 3. For 3 seconds. It's insane. And it makes it so that the cool kid can see the player that just got hit. So pizza delivery's good. And it's a good character. Next is John Doe, which is also a really good character I've been using. Have you ever heard of Gas Harpoon from John Doe, from Forsaken? He's the John Doe skin that costs 2,000. Now, the thing with John Doe and Jason, I should have said this earlier, is that if you play on March 18th for John Doe, he is really buffed. He's really overpowered. He gets really powerful. The thing with Jason is that if you play on Friday the 13th, same thing. Really buffed, really powerful. Now, this is really good, because if new Jasons that don't know how to play, that makes it an easier chance for them to win if they're playing on Friday the 13th. Now, that might not happen a lot, but when it does, they have a bigger chance. And it's like, and John Doe he takes a trail behind him. In the trail, if you step on that trail, it applies corruption, which damages you. It's like 1 damage every second or so. I think it's more than that. But he corrupted 2 for 3 seconds if you step in his thing. It's... And John Doe can only be stunned for 2 seconds. And after he is stunned, he's speedy. He is more fast. So if a Shadletsky or a guest ever try to stun you, you can just catch back up to them because you're faster than you were before. And Slash, it does, how much damage does it? 28 damage. And on March 18th, it does 45. 45 damage on March 18th. That's how much damage. It's insane. It does, oh my, and then same thing for Corrupt Energy, 40 damage. 40 damage for Corrupt Energy, which is the spike move. And you can hit that multiple times. He's insane on March 18th. He's overpowered on March 18th. Insanely overpowered. And he can put down traps. So if there's a part that survivors want to camp, he can just stop them from doing that by placing a trap. And if they step on that trap, then they get damaged, they get slowed, and he knows where they are now. He's good. And then he can also see where all the killers are. Every 20 seconds, he can use 404 error and see every single killer on the map, which is one thing that only 2 killers have. The killers are great. And then with 1x1x1x1, wait, 1x1x1x1, yes, okay. He is a 5-star killer. A good chance too, for a good reason, because this guy is so good. Okay, he only has ranged abilities though. Like, his only non-ranged ability is his punch. That's it. And the thing is, if every single attack that 1x1x1x1x1 has inflicts poison and glitch. And glitch puts like this effect on your screen that like shakes a lot. Like it's like a glitchy effect so you can't see. And he does 20 damage, but he again inflicts glitch and poison. It's really good. Mass infection, it does 35 damage, and it again it gives them glitch 2 and poisoned 5 for 3 seconds. And but that's only if they hit it up close. If you hit it from far away, then it only does poison 1 and glitched 1. Oh yeah, and then it can also be heard by all players. So that can be heard up. Entanglement can stop a player entirely if they're hit. it makes it so that pop-ups go on their screen, and you have to click all of them before you can move again. It's good, because if they don't accept it, then all of a sudden they could be doing a generator, and boom, they have to click a bunch of things while you're running straight at them. It's good. And it also turns on helpless, which makes it so you can't do anything. It makes it so you can't use your abilities, you can't fight back, you can't do anything as a survivor. And it makes you really slow. It makes you literally slowness 10, which just makes you not able to move. And once you do the mini game, it makes it removed. And then unstable eye. It just makes it's pretty much John Doe. It is his 404 error, but it's a lot better because it's a lot better but a lot worse. What unstable eye does is that it makes it so you can see every player on the map, but you're blind, like you have blindness, so you can't see as clear, and you have speed though, so you're faster. And then his last ability, this is the only killer that has 5 moves. His last ability is Rejuvenate the Rotten, which he can use when he kills a survivor. He gets Rejuvenate the Rotten, which is a 200-second cooldown, so usually you can only use it once in a round. But if you've killed a lot of people, you Rejuvenate the Rotten, and it spawns a lot of minions right where the dead players died. And then if those dead players, the zombies pretty much, if they ever spot a killer, a survivor, they will go straight towards them and will not stop until they're away from a 50 distance of studs. And they deal 14 damage and have 10 health, so you can kill them. But they deal 14 damage. And if they kill them, if 1x1 can kill them, there's friendly fire for those guys. Since those are zombies, he can kill them and gain speed 1, and it can stack up to speed 3. He's good. All the killers are good.